Hey everyone, welcome back. I've got another video for you guys. I'm going to show you guys a couple of things I'm working on and try to explain how it is that I'm doing this. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you're having a great week and having good luck with all your gardening and all your projects. And without further ado, let's get over here. I apologize for the mess. I am a very busy person and I'm also lazy. I'm not going to lie. So let's check it out. I'll show you guys what I got here. So here is my first module from my grow tower, 3D printed grow tower that I'm making. This is just a test mock-up, so I've got the base here, a top, and then a module. And then you can see these little slots right here. Each one of those is so that you can place a drip line. So this is the right diameter for a drip line to pop in there. It fits in there real nice and snug. And I don't have a piece with me right now to show you, but we'll get in a little bit closer and you can see. We got our cap. I chose to do a black for the cap and the bottom, mainly because this is the stock PLA that came with the printer, and about halfway through the second print I ran out, and then since I don't know what I'm doing, I put the wrong filament in and kind of messed it up, but that's okay. We like to make mistakes and find solutions. Watch out for the alien back there. Stay away from my projects. But I'm getting better and better at printing out objects and making them smoother and less flawed. You have to dial in the different temperatures for the bed. So we have the nozzle temperature 200 degrees Celsius, the bed temperature 59 degrees Celsius. Now if you have one of these at home, don't do exactly the same as me, because every single one of these things is different. So if you buy the same exact model and you punch in the same numbers as I have, you'll come up with a different result. So you're gonna have to play around with it yourself and experiment. This right here, this is probably the most useful tool you're gonna use with your 3D printer. That's right, it's a sheet of paper. That's it. There's nothing written on it. This is only for dialing in the bed. So there's a way to adjust the printer head so that it's at the appropriate height. It's not too low and it's not too far away. And you use a piece of paper and you put that in between the bed and the printer head, and then adjust it using these wheels right here. And then you just feel for the friction from the printer head on the paper, and you just want a little tiny bit of friction, not a lot, and that'll give you a good desired height. And if you're wondering what I'm printing right now, it's a pretty big piece. This is a GoPro mount so that I could do time-lapse videos of my prints in the future. I got this for free. I got the software for free for printing this. You can get it on Thingiverse. There's almost anything you can imagine on there. Yeah. And we've got our different filaments down here. Sorry, it's still a mess. So I've got transparent filament right here. So this will be clear, I'm guessing, but we'll see. We'll do an experiment with that. I've got flexible filament here. Flexible yellow filament. See, it tells you the temperature on there, the recommended temperature, but you'll have to mess around with that yourself because it'll vary from printer to printer. And then I have some specialty carbon fiber 3D printing material. Now, I know what you might be thinking, how am I going to make something out of carbon fiber with a plastic filament? Well, what it is it's got carbon fiber in the filament, and it makes a lightweight, strong object. Lightweight and rigid, so it'll break, but it'll be strong. So we'll do some experiments with that, see what I can come up with. We got another one here. This is ABS. Alright, so this one, when I bought this, I didn't know what I was doing. Now ABS needs a certain type of setup, You need to build a cage around your 3D printer to keep a temperature that's really high inside, because it needs a really high temperature apparently. I tried printing with it and I just made a big mess. Show you guys some cool scraps. This is what an infill looks like. This came out of the lid that I printed for this. So that was on the inside of this. I had to pull this out of it. It's a three-dimensional structural support, so that when it's printing the top part here, it doesn't just fall in. In certain cases you don't need that, but I've been experimenting with it, so this is what it looks like. It's kind of neat. It's flexible. Neat little thing. What else? Alright, so here's the program that I'm using. It's called Cura, Ultimate Cura. And I'm not going to mess with what's going on right now because it's in the middle of printing. But we can look around a little bit as long as I don't hit the pause or abort button here. So we'll click Prepare. And you can see the object. And then we can change the angles. The top-down view, side view. We'll go to the top-down view, and then we can zoom in. Or maybe not. Maybe it won't let me do it while it's printing. But normally you can manipulate this in three-dimensional space. So what I do to get started though is I would go over to my folder here, click the folder, find an object that I downloaded, insert it into here, and then down at the bottom it'll say slice, and it'll slice up the three-dimensional object into a bunch of pieces so that the 3D printer can read it and then render it in 3D and then print it out. And then you can control the speed, the temperature, you can add or subtract build plate adhesive, general support, or infill. I recommend using the build plate adhesion. It works, it helps. It does waste a little bit of material, but if you're not, if it doesn't get halfway through a project and then ruin it, you're not wasting any more than that. So, and it's just basically stuff like this. It'll print this down first, and then it'll print something on top of it. And then last night when I got home, I was super tired, but I was experimenting with guitar picks, and I printed all these out. They do have, they are glow in the dark too. I made them out of that glow in the dark filament that I have. So those are kind of neat. I'll probably take those to work and give them out to some friends. But I think we're going to wrap this up, you guys. I don't have anything else I wanted to share at the moment. This print that I'm waiting on right now is going to take 5 hours, and we're at 10% right now, so it's at 4 hours and 58 minutes left. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to start doing more and more stuff like this along with my gardening, so don't worry, I'm not neglecting that. I'm actually waiting for some seeds to germinate outside because I made a mistake on something, but I'll share that with you guys in a few days as soon as I get some germination in there. So if you have any questions or comments, pop those in at the bottom. Hit that like button, subscribe, click the bell next to subscribe, and you'll get a notification each time I upload another video. Oh, I want to do a shout out to Green Dream Project. They have a great channel over there. They just broke a milestone and hit 1,000 supporters on their channel, so go check those guys out, show them some love. They're homesteaders here in Arizona, so they're one of, I think, 3 other Arizona-based channels that I know of that I like to watch, and I enjoy their content. So if you like the things that I do, you might be interested in their channel as well. So I'll leave a link in the description, so go check them out, tell them I said hi, and we're gonna wrap it up. And as always, you guys, keep building.